Mr. and Mrs. Cannon tied the knot at Mariah's $5.5 million estate in the Bahamas. Guest list, 24 friends flown in on private jets, and enough Maine lobster and Dom Perignon for everyone to party like royalty.
Amazing, it's wonderful. It's the best thing that's ever happened.
That is just absolutely their style. It's low profile to a certain extent, but they're still gonna wow people. They still have to feed their guests, and they're gonna feed their guests well.
They put guests up at the nearby Pineapple Fields Hotel, which goes for about $250 a night. In order to accommodate all of the guests, they booked out about 28 out of the 32 rooms.
That's around 14 grand just to put their pals up for 2 nights. Nick and Mariah spared no expense on their nuptials. But when it comes to parties, this super couple was just getting started. Since getting married in 2008, the happy couple have renewed their vows every April, and each anniversary gets more and more extravagant.
Nick Cannon is definitely a romantic guy. When they renewed their vows in 2012, they did it on top of the Eiffel Tower. I mean, talk about the most romantic place in the world.
Nick and Mariah traveled to France via private jet for at least $100,000 and celebrated with an intimate ceremony after a romantic dinner at Le Jules Verne restaurant just after midnight.
Renewing your vows at the top of the Eiffel Tower is not a cheap thing to do. But Nick didn't care. All he cares about is being romantic and pleasing his wife.
Make that the priority and everything else comes after that.
Très chic. How do you top that? Easy, if you've got the cash. For their 5th anniversary in 2013, the happy couple rented out the happiest place on earth, Disneyland. The nighttime ceremony in Mickey's stomping grounds cost them a reported $180,000 for 250 guests. And that doesn't include the extras. And you know there were extras. Like fireworks that went off at the moment they kissed. They also had a 9-tier cake, 15,000 floral blossoms, and 10,000 crystals to decorate the affair that took nearly a year to plan.
It was cool. It was worth it.
I didn't even know you can rent out Disneyland. They rented it out like Chuck E. Cheese.
The Cinderella-inspired gown Mariah wore was designed by Lazaro Perez and retails for $6,500. Her headpiece, a little over $1,000. Not bad for a bride that was already married.
Really cool that they get so into renewing their vows each and every year, and they really just lived out a fairy tale and made it extravagant. They spared no expense and clearly had a ball.
Here I am, and trying to be happy and have a good time and enjoy my life.
This marriage started like any other, with bling. Really big bling. Nick proposed here, on the top floor of her uber-posh Tribeca apartment. And you'd better believe he did it with style.
When Nick decided to propose to Mariah, he wanted to do something really meaningful. And he knew that she loved ring pops. So he put the ring in a ring pop wrapper.
Inside the wrapper, there wasn't a jaw-breaking lollipop worth 50 cents. Oh no. It was a jaw-dropping engagement ring worth $2.5 million. Rock candy, anyone? Oh yeah.
He gave her a ring that was not much smaller than an actual ring pop. I mean, the thing is huge.
Jacob Arabo, aka Jacob the Jeweler, worked closely with Nick to design the most expensive engagement ring he's ever made.
It is a 17-carat stunner. It has a 10-carat pink diamond that is square emerald cut in the center with 58 smaller pink diamonds around it and 2 half-moon-shaped diamonds on it. I honestly think that you can see this thing from the moon.
Talk about a sparkler. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Who's it by? This is a vintage Cartier piece. This is from my husband.
When Nick and Mariah want to up their bling game, they go to this guy.
We are the go-to jeweler for some of the world's biggest celebrities and VIPs. Nick is one of the best clients I have. He wanted to come out with something very special for their 2nd anniversary. The second we proposed this idea of a diamond-encrusted ring pop, his jaw dropped to the floor. This ring pop that Nick got from Mariah is truly a unique, one-of-a-kind piece. You've got over 8.5 carats of flawless white and pink diamonds. It is true to size and has a value of over $50,000.
For their 3rd anniversary and the day their twins Moroccan and Monroe were born, Nick had Jason create a $12,000 sapphire and diamond nameplate necklace for Mariah. Adorbs. Nick has also splurged on some big-ticket baubles for himself, like this $500,000 diamond-encrusted watch that he wore to the 2013 Halo Awards.
Nick really wanted to make a statement. He wanted to have a watch that was over the top and really represented his lifestyle. So we had to come with something very special. This masterpiece is a one-of-a-kind timepiece. You're talking about over 2,000 individual stones, over 100 carats of flawless white diamonds, all set onto 18-carat rose gold. You're not going to find many watches like this. In fact, this is the only one of its kind throughout the world. A watch like this is valued at over $500,000.
When it comes to blinged out watches, Nick knows what time it is. But nothing comes close to his most recent purchase.
Now this is one of the most amazing pieces Nick has ever asked me to do. We have here a Tom Ford loafer that belongs to Nick, and we're going to reconstruct the entire top to create a 150 to 200 carat diamond shoe, which will go down as the world's most expensive shoe. This shoe will be well over $2 million in the end.
Total spent in Jason's store, over $5 million and counting.
That's cool.